to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Warriors fans, the impact of Klay Thompson's departure still echoes in San Francisco. The team continues to struggle for consistency, holding a record of 28 wins and 27 losses, sitting just in the 10th position in the West. But is there a clear solution to this unstable phase? The heart of the team, Stephen Curry, remains the face of the franchise, but his shooting efficiency hasn't been the same as when he became one of the greatest in history. Newly arrived Jimmy Butler is trying to fit into the team's system, while the frontcourt remains a chronic issue. Young players like Tracy Jackson-Davis and Quinton Post have shown flashes of talent, but it's clear that if the Golden State Warriors truly want to compete at the top, a significant reinforcement at the position will be essential. Al Horford, the missing piece? Journalist Dean Simon from Sporting News highlighted that the free agency market could be the key to solving this dilemma, and one name in particular is gaining traction: Al Horford. With vast experience and a reliable three-point shot, Horford could be an excellent addition alongside Curry, while also providing a solid defensive presence next to Draymond Green and Butler. But at 39 years old, does he still have the stamina to help the Warriors turn things around? That is the big question. Betting on Horford could be an immediate solution, bringing leadership and instant impact. But how much would that compromise the future? Wouldn't it be better to invest in young talents, preparing for a more sustainable rebuild? The big decision: experience or youth? The Warriors face a crucial dilemma. Should they pursue a veteran to make one last playoff push? Or should they be patient and develop players like Post and Jackson-Davis, aiming to build a new competitive core for the coming years? The season is reaching its decisive phase, and every choice now will have a massive impact on the team's future. But what do you think, Warriors fans? Is Al Horford the missing piece to bring the Warriors back to the top, or should the team focus on the future and develop its young talents? Leave your opinion in the comments. And if you want to keep up with all the latest updates, rumors, and analyses on the Golden State Warriors, subscribe now to Warriors News Fan Update. Turn on notifications and be part of our community. The absence of Klay Thompson still looms over the Warriors. It's impossible to talk about the Warriors' current situation without mentioning Klay Thompson's departure. More than just a player, he was a pillar of the team's identity, a symbol of the dynasty that dominated the NBA for nearly a decade. His absence isn't just reflected in the stats, but also in the team's spirit. Since Klay left, the Warriors have struggled to find a new identity. The offense, which once flowed effortlessly thanks to the Splash Brothers, now fluctuates between moments of brilliance and lapses of inconsistency. The defense, once one of the most feared in the league, misses a player who could balance everything on the wing. With Jimmy Butler on the roster, there is hope that this gap can be filled, but the adjustment has been challenging. Butler has always been a system player, relying on pace control and physical intensity. Will he be able to adapt to the Warriors' fast and dynamic style, or will the team need to change its approach to maximize his impact? The frontcourt is still an issue. Another major concern is the frontcourt, which continues to be one of the team's most vulnerable areas. Tracy Jackson-Davis and Quinton Post have shown potential, but are they ready to carry that responsibility? The search for a reliable center is nothing new for the Warriors. In previous seasons, attempts with players like James Wiseman didn't work out, and while Kevin Looney is a tireless warrior, he doesn't provide the dominant physical presence the team needs. In this context, Al Horford could be an immediate fit, bringing experience, shooting, and defensive intelligence. However, time is working against him. At 39 years old, Horford might offer one or two impactful seasons, but what comes after? Is it worth investing in a veteran player knowing that, soon enough, the Warriors will have to restart the search for an elite center? The last breath of an era? This season feels like a turning point for the Warriors. With Stephen Curry still playing at a high level, the championship window isn't completely shut. However, time is against them, and every decision must be made carefully. If the front office decides to bring in Horford, it would mean committing to a short-term strategy, going all in on experience to make one last big playoff run with this core. On the other hand, if they choose to focus on developing young players and securing long-term reinforcements, it could mean a few difficult seasons before the team climbs back to the top. The Warriors' dynasty is at a critical moment, and the next steps will determine whether this glorious story continues or if we are witnessing the end of a legendary era. And now, Warriors fans, now we want to hear from you, dedicated Warriors fans. Is Al Horford the missing piece to make one last deep playoff run? Or should the Warriors think about the future and invest in young players? Leave your thoughts in the comments and join the debate. If you enjoyed this content and want to stay updated on all the latest Warriors news, rumors, and analyses, subscribe now to Warriors News Fan Update. Turn on notifications and become part of our passionate community. The season is reaching its final stretch, and every game could change everything. Let's go on this journey together. A personal take from a diehard Warriors fan. As a passionate Golden State Warriors fan, I must admit this season has been a true test of patience. Watching the team fluctuate between strong performances and moments of complete inconsistency is frustrating, especially after years of dominating the NBA. Klay Thompson's departure still weighs heavily, not just in terms of his on-court impact, but also for what he represented to the franchise and to us, the fans. The Warriors we knew are changing, and we haven't found a clear new identity yet. Regarding the possible arrival of Al Horford, I'm torn. There's no doubt he would bring experience, shooting, and tactical intelligence, things the team clearly needs in the frontcourt. But at 39 years old, does he still have the stamina to endure a long season and, most importantly, be a difference maker in the playoffs? If the goal is to make one last championship push with Curry at his peak, then bringing in Horford makes sense to reinforce the defense and floor spacing. However, if we think about the long term, it might be more beneficial to give minutes to Tracy Jackson-Davis and Quentin Post, allowing them to develop alongside Curry, Draymond, and Butler. At the core of my concern is the possibility that the Warriors could end up stuck between the present and the future without making a decisive choice. Either we go all in now, or we commit to a structured rebuild. Staying in the middle could be the worst possible option. What about you, Warriors fans? Do you think the team needs to make a clear decision, or do you believe it's possible to balance both short-term and long-term goals? Leave your comment and subscribe to Warriors News Fan Update for more analyses and discussions about our team.